Hi, my name is Todd Ross, and in 1996, my father Roy was killed while racing at the Race City Speedway in Calgary. Over the last 24 years, Bruce Hampton, president of the International Motor Contest Associates, and its drivers have put on a memorial race in honor of my father. This year it's at the Edmonton International Raceway in Wetaskiwin. I'd like to invite you all to come down and watch some great grassroots racing on the pavement. I'd like to ask you a favor. If you are planning on coming down to the Edmonton International Raceway in Wetaskiwin to cheer on one or more of the competitors in this year's 25th anniversary Roy Ross Memorial, please buy your tickets online at eventbrite.ca or email royrossmemorial@gmail.com. All the purchases from either the online sales or through email, the proceeds go directly back to the racers of the show. Please support them and come on down and again watch some great racing. Thank you. And now we're going to watch a video of one of the competitors in this year's race. I'd like to thank Ian Burgess for doing the interviews and for providing them to the Roy Ross Memorial. Thank you. Enjoy.
Good evening again, race fans, and welcome to our series of driver interviews for the 25th running of the Roy Ross Memorial. This year's event will be a 2-day show, and it'll be held July 23rd and 24th at Edmonton International Raceway. We want to say a big shout out to our two title sponsors for this event this year, Silver Star Oilfield Trucking and Anugas Compression. Big round of applause to them for stepping up and helping out with this event. We will talk a bit more about the history of the event in an interview we're going to have with Todd Ross, who is Roy's son. And the goal of these is just to get you to know the drivers a bit and learn a little bit about their racing journeys and what the Roy Ross means to them. My name is Ian Burgess. I was fortunate to race in the Roy Ross Memorial in 2011 and was able to win one of those trophy dashes, and I have that trophy at home, and it's a pretty special memory to have for me. Tonight we have driver of the number 91 IMCA Modified, Mr. Cameron Grover. Cameron races out of the McTavish Justco Racing stable, and with that comes a lot of experience. We were just talking a little bit earlier. His car is pretty close to being ready, but they're coming with 4 cars this year, and so there's going to be a lot of work going on in the shop and stuff like that. Cam, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. Maybe you want to just talk a little bit about how you got started in racing and the different classes you've raced, stuff like that.
I got started when my mom met my stepdad Barry, and I kind of started going to the races and watching the races. And after the first time I watched the races, I knew it's kind of something I wanted to do, and I really like cars. So he got me my first race car, which was a 2005 Dodge Neon, and built that up and started racing that. And well, I was 13 years old, and so 2014. And since then I've been racing. Started in the future stocks for 1 year and then went to the feature stocks, raced 1994 Honda a couple of years later. And then when I turned 17, I got into the mods.
Yeah, and pretty cool. We have a little thing that your car that you drive is the car that I drove back in the day, and I know that you guys have done a bunch of work and stuff like that, but pretty cool to still see it out there. I don't know if you've heard or not, and it's something Todd told me today. This year they're going to have a special Young Guns race, and so they're going to have a 15-lap shootout, and so any driver under 21 will get to be in the Young Guns race, and so I believe that fits you in there. Yeah, is that correct? Yeah, so it'll be kind of cool, and there'll be it looks like there'll be a few of you, which is kind of neat. There'll probably be, I think, maybe 6 Young Gun drivers, which is pretty cool. So I know there'll be you and Rylan Malone, Emma Fitzpatrick, Alex Kraus, and Chase as well. So there's going to be a few of you in there. It'll be pretty cool to see. You've been in the Roy Ross before. Maybe tell us about your experiences and how it went and what it was like.
I've been in 2 Roy Rosses now. The first one was a little bit of a rough experience, fighting the car all day. Got it feeling all right before the main, and then in the main on the first lap, I blew a power steering line and wasn't able to continue the race because of that. So, and the second one was a little bit more eventful. I got to race in the trophy dash and came third in the trophy dash and got to race against a lot of experienced drivers and high caliber drivers, which was really good experience for me. And being so young and still new to the mods, it was really interesting to see how I could kind of keep pace with them and how I could kind of fight to kind of stay in a decent position.
Yeah. What is it like working in the Just Go Racing shop? I mean, you're there, Barry McTavish and Justin and Colby. All three of them have won the Roy Ross. All three of them have been racing for a lot of years. Barry's been doing this since the beginning, basically, of IMCA. What is it like? Do you learn a lot? Do you get, is there a lot of poking fun back and forth between everyone? What is it like a day in the night in the shop wrenching on cars? What's it like?
It's a lot of jokes. We bug each other a lot about what we're kind of doing, and we just bug each other about experience we've had, and a lot of just kind of messing around and trying to get stuff done, but having fun while doing it too.
Yeah. And I'm sure there's no secrets kept between cars. If you need a hand setting something up, I'm sure Barry's there giving you the best ideas and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's for sure. They help me out a lot with driving experience and setting the cars up. Barry's a big hand with setting my car up because I'm still kind of new to it, so I don't quite understand the whole setup.
Yeah,
But
and if people don't know, especially EIR, it's a track where you really need a car that handles well. It's a track that without some coaching, it's easy. I'm sure you've been there. I've been there. It's easy when you have someone on the outside of you, maybe to drive a little harder, or someone behind you, and you end up actually driving in too hard to the corner, and you push up, and someone sneaks underneath you, and all that comes with experience. But I think you're pretty fortunate that you have those three other drivers that you can really just bounce ideas off, and they can say, "Oh, hey, don't do that next time," or whatever it is. What do you think this year? 2-day event, right? So we're going to race on Friday night and Saturday night. I don't know if you heard Friday night. The winner of Friday night gets this big WWE belt.
that'd be sweet.
Yeah, so pretty cool. And then Saturday is going to be the big Roy Ross Memorial where we give out that big giant trophy. I know you've seen it. I know your name's on it twice now, which is pretty
Yep.
cool. What do you think about a 2-day event? Is it you're nervous? You excited? How are you feeling about it?
It's definitely gonna be a little different. Um, you're definitely gonna have to like watch your car a lot more. Try not to get into any tricky situations that might put yourself into dangerous spot for your car and for yourself. But it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I know when we've had 2 days in the past, after the race, you're thinking a lot of things you can improve on and what you can improve your car on. So it also gives you a lot of time to think of what will work for your car setup. So the second day you can be a little better or sometimes a little worse.
Yeah, I think that's one of the cool things is if you miss it a little bit on Friday night, you can spend some time, maybe you do a little work that night or the next morning and get the car, maybe change a couple things and you're ready to go for Saturday. So I think that's going to be one of the cool things. I think it'll be interesting to see how people pace themselves, and maybe some people are ready to go. I was talking to Todd today. It looks like 18 cars signed up so far, so that's probably the biggest group of cars you've ever raced with. Yeah,
Yeah,
in the
in the mods,
modifieds. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be pretty cool. So it's gonna be pretty neat. And then they're also doing what's called the Gold Brick 247, and so basically they're gonna combine all the points from both days, and they're gonna give away some extra prize money and stuff like that for those winners too. So I think it's gonna be a pretty neat event. I know there's lots of cool swag going on right now. You can go and vote for your favorite drivers, stuff like that, and it's pretty neat. What else do you think you're going to get up to this year on the racetrack? What's your plans? You're going to run a couple other races at EIR? What do you think?
Uh, I think a couple more at EIR and possibly one at Height if I can make it out.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'm a little biased to Hythe. I help up there quite a bit in the summer, and we have a big show, the IMCA Super National in September. So we'd love to have you up there. Anything else? why do you work so hard to get to the Roy Ross Memorial? What does it mean to you? Maybe some of this has been kind of passed down to you from the McTavish family, but what does this race mean to you?
It's definitely been passed down to me by Barry, and Barry racing with Roy. It definitely means a lot to me, and it's also Justin, Colby, and Barry have now won it, so it'll definitely be nice to get my name on that winner spot of the trophy, and just have kind of the whole crew get it. And it just it's a different race because it's a big event. You're nervous. You got a lot of drivers there and a lot of high caliber drivers. And it's one of the biggest events at EIR all year. So it'd definitely be nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a huge event this year, and again, people can buy tickets online. They can get involved. There's lots of cool things going on. I know they're doing some kind of silent auction stuff. They've made up hats with all the different drivers' cars on them, stuff like that. There's a really cool one. I don't know if you saw of Barry's car from when he won the first Roy Ross. Pretty neat. So people are bidding to win that hat and stuff like that. So there's a lot going on. Anyone you'd like to thank? Any family, friends, sponsors that help you along with your racing journey? Just before we wrap things up tonight?
Yeah, I definitely like to thank my mom, Barry, my stepbrothers, and my girlfriend Ashley. They've all been a huge hand in helping me out and getting my car set up and keep me motivated to race. And it's it'd definitely be different without them, and I couldn't do it without them.
Awesome. Well, we hope this season goes really well for you. We can't wait to see you as a part of the Young Gun race, and we can't wait to see how those double 47 lap main events go Friday and Saturday, July 23rd, 24th. Will be pretty cool. So all the best, Cameron. Good luck getting the cars ready. I know you guys will get them all there, but it'll be a lot of work. It's always hard to get 4 cars put together. But all the best. Good luck, and we'll see you around on the track.
All right, see ya.
Cheers.